Violence Free Zone serves all of the young people that most adults have grown to fear. Violence Free Zone serves every young person that has an issue, regardless of whether that issue somebody's bullying, they're having issues with a teacher, students that don't have parents at home, or homeless students who are striving to feed themselves or feed their siblings, gang members, who don't see a different way out. Here in Milwaukee, Violence Free Zone started right here at South Division. There were 13 different gangs inside this building, and 4 of us came and just observed for 3 months. Once that 3-month observation period was over, we pulled all 13 of those people into the auditorium, and we had some conversation about who we are, why we are there. Violence Free Zone was created then, and in 2006, South Division became the safest school in the district.
I started the Violence Free Zone when I was a student at South Division. Some of the struggles that I faced was completing work on time, listening to instructions from teachers, staying in class, not getting in trouble. So I struggled with a lot of trying to figure out who I am, what I wanted to become, and just trying to fit in at that time.
Nelly Jimenez, she was a very influential student amongst her peers. And I saw that there were some behaviors that others who followed her perpetuated.
Dre was a big part of helping me. He made me understand that some of the things I was doing was wrong. I was about to get into an altercation, and Dre from the Violence Free Zone actually stepped in and was there to listen and understand and to stop the situation from becoming anything further.
There was always a level of accountability there for Nelly, and there was a level of accountability there for me also as a mentor. They have to see that you are that walking example of what you are telling them to be. Now I'm trying to figure out, what are your goals? If you don't have any goals, let's sit down and create some. But I want you to create those goals. I'm not going to tell you what you should do, what is most important for you at this time of your life. And at that time, it was graduating high school.
I became pregnant at 17, and I stopped going to school for quite a while. And Dre never stopped calling and checking in and let me know that that was still an opportunity if I were to come back. And I came back and finished, and I don't think I would have did that if I didn't have somebody checking up on me as much as they did.
Violence Free Zone has been around for nearly 20 years because it's produced results. There are young people that can attest to the support that they received, and those young people come right back to this VFZ office every day because they know that there's safety in there, there is solidarity in there, there is unification in there. We can very easily see the progress of that mentee during their time in the school. We can also see the progress of where they go after they graduate high school, because their youth advisor still is a part of their life. They're even assisting that young person to get into college or to find scholarships or to figure out what job they want.
I've seen a big difference in how I have been in school. Like freshman year, I went to a whole different school, and we didn't have Violence Free Zone, and it was horrible. Like, it was very bad. And then Violence Free Zone was presented to me, and my grades have improved. I am now on track to graduate in next month because of the help I received from VFZ.
Violence Free Zone matters to me because it's a missing component in the lives of our youth. Mediations, fight interventions, one-on-ones, tutoring, going and helping in a classroom, and just however we can support the school. If I see a student struggling, is number one, have the conversation with them and figure out what the root cause is as to why they're having the problem. And then from there, we'll go through and see what can we do. But we try to set little goals, just so that they see that they are capable of reaching goals, and then we'll work towards bigger goals. One of our components is that we do mediations. A mediation involves 2 or more parties with a conflict. So what we do is we bring the parties into our office and we have a sit down and we allow each party to say what their grievance is. Once we're able to listen to the sides of the stories, we're able to do some conflict resolution with the kids. So when the kids realize, it could have been something as simple as a miscommunication or a misunderstanding that could have, snowballed into something huge. But just being able to really concentrate on conflict resolution, we noticed a decrease in violent incidents because the kids really wanted to have the time to be able to have their sides of the story heard.
I have seen a difference in myself since participating with them. They helped me with setting goals. When I'm not having a good day, I come to them. When I have dramas, instead of just fighting it out with the person, I end up coming in here and talking it out with them.
Being a part of VFZ, I encounter different type of children with different problems and backgrounds, and I get to help a student that was once me. The thing that made me want to become a mentor for VFZ was after losing my son. He was only 14, and being with the Violence Free Zone helped me keep my son alive. He used to share with me people that didn't give up on him, and it brought me back to how people didn't give up on me, and so I just wanted to continue that. After joining the VFZ and being able to work with children, I feel like I discovered myself in a different sort of light. So I actually changed majors to continue to work with kids. They tell us all the time how they feel so good to have somewhere to go to where there's no judgments and people listen to them and their side of the story. And I just love how VFZ is there to help other kids and they come out flourishing. I would have been on a different path if Violence Free Zone would have never been around. 20 years later, I'm still talking to the mentor that once mentored me, and now he's my boss.
The greatest challenges that face Violence Free Zone are funding. I want to make sure that the people in place that are doing these positions are at least receiving family sustainable wages. The more that young person receives from that mentor, the more that they're able to give to their own children. That's the greatest thing possible, is being able to see the work that is being put in actually transforming lives, transforming communities, transforming homes.